Hello, I'm Leonie Marsh. I'm a producer and a mother and the founder of Screen Vixens. If you've just downloaded our free producer toolkit, I want to say a really big welcome. This quick episode is here to help you figure out where you are in your producing journey, and more importantly, what your next step could be. Because let's face it, producing is not linear. It is not a linear career by any means. And most of us weren't handed a roadmap, particularly female and female identifying indie screen producers. And then you throw in a family on top of that, and things get pretty gnarly. And I'm speaking from experience. I am in my 12th year of not having a real job. I haven't been on set for nearly 6 years. This used to be such a shameful thing for me. I would never have been able to say this out loud a couple of years ago, but now I'm realizing that you can only go at your pace. There's only one of you. You can only go at your pace. And actually, no one really cares. No one's watching going, ooh, Leonie hasn't produced a feature film this year. I wonder what's wrong with her. I wonder what's going on with her. In the best possible way, no one's watching what you're doing because they're so busy or so interested in what they're doing. And once I figured that out, it really took a lot of pressure off me. It took a lot of stress, which I had just created in my own mind about my career progress and how quickly I was moving. What I've really learned as a mother of 4 boys is that I can only go at my pace. And actually, by prioritizing my family and prioritizing my nervous system, I'm actually a much better producer for it. And it's taken me a really long time to figure that out. So I just wanted to share that with you straight up because you can only go at your pace. And once you're comfortable with that, you can sit in your lane and go your way at your timing. And it feels really good. So let's just talk about the different sorts of stages in a producing career. Stage one, I guess we could call emerging or starting out. So you're building confidence, you're exploring the industry, maybe transitioning into producing from another background. We've got a lot of vixens who are going through that transition or have done that. At this stage, at the beginning, everything can feel quite overwhelming. And there's a feeling that you have so much to learn and no clear place to start. But you don't need all the answers. A great next step might be something quite small, like writing your producer bio, joining a free training, or simply watching some masterclasses to see what resonates with you. Clarity beats perfection here. Now, stage two in a producing career, you might view it as in development. And we talk about being in development a lot. And it's often a very long stage and often a very unpaid stage of a producer's career. And it's the part where sustainability as a business and viability as a business is very challenging. So you might have a project idea, a short, a feature, maybe a doco-series or an online series, but you're unsure how to progress. Maybe you've opened the funding guidelines in Australia, if you're Australian. Maybe you've opened those up 10 times and you still don't know where to begin. Or you're trying to attach a like-minded writer or director and you just feel stuck. This is a really great time to seek out feedback, this stage of your producing career. Maybe find a mentor, try and find some practical skills to help you in terms of moving the needle in your producing career. You don't need 10 producers, you need the right next move. Stage three of a producing career, we could maybe look at in terms of momentum building. So you've got some credits and experience under your belt, maybe a few shorts or an unscripted project, but you're still struggling to be seen. You might feel like you're constantly starting over or that you're just not ready yet. And this is where many of our vixens get stuck. But I want to tell you the truth. You are actually ready. You just need strategy, visibility, and community to help you scale up. And that is what Screen Vixens is. It's our membership designed to support producers exactly at this point. We could look at stage 4 in your producing career as freelance and scaling. So you're managing multiple projects or freelancing across jobs. You're feeling busy, you're feeling stretched, and you want to move from chaos to clarity. So you might be asking, how do I build a slate, a sustainable slate? How do I systemize development across genres or projects? How do I keep up with the pitching, the funding deadlines, and actual real life? And this is where tools matter: templates, trackers, and support, maybe some accountability partners. And it's about building sustainable systems and not just saying yes to everything and therefore being reactive to everything. And stage 5, we might like to call this international or the leadership stage of a producing career. You're producing at quite a high level, or you're ready to move into global markets, lead your own company, or start giving back. You might be focused on impact, on mentoring others, or on telling stories that really shape culture. And this is where you shift from doing it all yourself to doing it with intention. Leadership looks really different for everyone, just like timing and pacing is really different for everyone, so is leadership. And we're here to help define what that means for you. I can tell you now, hand on heart, that leadership to me is all about kindness. It's about looking you in the eye when I see you in real life. It's about listening. It's about being professional and values driven. It's about leaning into helping and supporting you, but it's also about a really stable, balanced nervous system. It's about sitting in the sun every day and carving out time in your schedule for you to rest, to relax, to rejuvenate your creativity so that you can be the very best producer that you can be. You can't lead huge teams and crews of people, cast, all your stakeholders, your financiers. You cannot lead if you are not grounded, if you're not rested, and if you're not full of creativity and feeling in the best space that you can be to lead all those various people. And we talk a lot about this in the Screen Vixens membership. So 5 stages. Stage 1, emerging. Stage 2, you're in development. Stage 3, it's time for momentum building. Stage 4 is freelancing and scaling. And stage 5 is international and leadership. So where are you right now? What resonated most? And wherever you are, there is no shame, there is no pressure, and there is no rush. There's just the next right step. And if you'd like support around that, whether it's tools, a mentor, or a circle of women who really get it, that's exactly what Screen Vixens was built for. You can reach me anytime at screenvixens@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Instagram or LinkedIn. Instagram, our handle is @ScreenVixens, or Screen Vixens on LinkedIn. I'd really love to hear where you're at and what you're looking for support in. Until then, take care, and I hope you found this helpful. And I really look forward to seeing you at a Screen Vixens event soon, or perhaps inside the membership. Bye for now.